Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are with another passage from Macbeth, the famous tragedy written by William Shakespeare. We know that we have completed this play up to the incident of the banquet scene where Macbeth's mind is in delusion and he is mentally weak, not well, and he sees the ghost of Banquo in the feast given by him to the courtiers and noblemen of Scotland. We see that Macbeth's mind is troubled so much. It was only Lady Macbeth at that time who handles the situation. Otherwise, the nobles and the courtiers of the Scotland began to realize that their king had gone mad. But we should appreciate Lady Macbeth who manages the situation and tells the noblemen and others to leave the feast because his husband is not well. He is in fits. Dear student, the meaning is clear that Macbeth is not feeling security. Macbeth is not feeling safe himself, but he sees the dangers after dangers. He sees that his throne is not safe and he can be removed from the throne anytime. Earlier, we saw that he planned to murder Banquo and his son Fleance because he was fearing of Banquo. And Banquo was murdered, but his son escaped. Then we also saw that Macduff, who was also suspecting upon Macbeth to murder King Duncan, and he also leaves the Scotland and goes to England. That is what we have seen. Since Macbeth is not feeling safe and secure himself in the given situation, he goes to the three witches again. He wants to meet them again in order to know about his future much more. Therefore, let us go with these lines, what they say in this scene. I recite these lines. Time, thou anticipatest my dread exploit. The fighty purpose never is overtook, unless the deed go with it. From this moment, the very firstling of my heart shall be, the firstling of my hand, and even now, to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. So, dear students, I have given here some difficult words that you may find in this passage, and their meanings have been explained here. For example, exploits. Exploits means designs, my dread designs. The flighty purpose. Flighty purpose means here the fleeting which quickly passes away. The purpose which passes away quickly, never is overtook. Under the deed, go with it. From this moment, the very firstling means first thought. Very firstling of my heart shall be the firstling of my hand. So, my first thought should turn into my first act to be done by my hand. This is the meaning of this firstling of my heart shall be the firstling of my hand. And even now, to crown my thoughts with acts means put my thoughts into action. Macbeth wants to put his thoughts into action by then. And the word last, that is surprise, and surprise here means attack. So these are some of the difficult words of this passage. I think it must be clear to you. Now let us go with the context as well as the reference. I have spoken much more about that already, but let us revise. As you know, these lines are from the Act 4, Scene 1. Now we are entering into Act 4. And these are the famous lines spoken by Macbeth. In an aside, it means Macbeth is talking to himself, speaking to himself. Nobody else is supposed to hear him upon the stage. Only the audience are supposed to hear the, the thought of his mind, thought of insight. So, what we saw, after having murder of Banquo, his sons escape, but Macbeth is still facing the fear and insecurity, and therefore he decides to meet again with three witches, as I told you, to know many more about his future. And when he goes there and meets with the witches, what they show him? They show him apparitions, some pictures. And what are they? The first picture was of an armed head. And that armed head is warning Macbeth against Macduff. So the first apparition proclaims, declares, or warns Macbeth to beware of Macduff. That is, he should beware. Macbeth should be alert from Macduff. Then the second apparition comes, and this second apparition is of a child who is covered in blood. So, a child with covering with blood. And what does he say? This child says, Macbeth. What he says? That he need not fear of anyone who is born of woman. That Macbeth should not fear of anyone who is born of woman. It means anyone who is born of woman will not be able to harm Macbeth. So this was the second prediction done by the second apparition. Now the third apparition. And what does this third apparition tells? This third apparition is of a child again, but this child is with a tree in his hand. And what he speaks to Macbeth? He says to Macbeth that Macbeth cannot be defeated until the wood of Burnham moves to the hill of Dunsinane. So he secures Macbeth because Macbeth went there in order to get his security. He was fearing, so he is asking about his future. So the third apparition tells him that, oh Macbeth, you need not worry. You cannot be defeated until the wood of Burnham comes to the hill of Dunsinane. Macbeth is living at the castle of Dunsinane, and the wood of Burnham is in England. So, how can the wood come to the Dunsinane? How can the forest or the wood walk? So this was the prediction made for Macbeth by the third apparition. The second was, what was the second? That Macbeth cannot be killed by a man who is born of woman. So we cannot imagine a person who is not born out of a woman's womb. So these predictions in fact creates confidence in the mind of Macbeth. He thinks that these things are improbable, impossible to happen, and therefore if this is true, then he is perfectly safe, his kingdom is perfectly safe, nobody can harm him. So these were the predictions made by the three witches on being asked by Macbeth. And then there is also a display that was shown by the three witches to Macbeth. And what was this display? This was the display of eight kings. Eight kings come before Macbeth one by one. And the last one is carrying the mirror. The last king, imaginary king, is taking the mirror, which reflects many more. From that mirror, you can see many more kings. Although there were only the eight kings parade, but there were much more kings in that mirror. And the last one was the ghost of Banquo follows them. So the last figure was the ghost of Banquo, which was following all these eight kings and many more. Symbolically, it means that Banquo will be the father of kings as it was predicted by the three witches earlier or in the beginning of the play. So these stand for future king of Scotland. When we come with these lines, okay, what actually these lines means, because this is the dialogue or the lines which have been spoken by Macbeth to himself, as I told you. Aside, aside is a device that is smaller than the soliloquy. It is also a short form of soliloquy that is used by the dramatist. So, as the witches disappear, Macbeth calls to Lennox, the nobleman, and who was standing there, who was already standing there, and who at once informs Macbeth. He informs Macbeth that Macduff has run away to England. So it is Lennox who informs first to Macbeth that Macduff has already run away to England, has gone away to England. Because when Macbeth was meeting with three witches, he had an idea in his mind to kill Macduff, because the three witches warned him from Macduff. So he wanted to kill, but very soon he found that Macduff has run away to England. Therefore, Macbeth speaks that he has been slow in the execution of his plan. Macbeth thinks that he is late. Now Macduff has gone. The prediction have been made that you should fear of Macduff. There is danger from Macduff. But Macduff has gone. So how he can kill him? So he says to himself that he has been late in this sense. The idea that came into his mind and the action that he was going to take, there was a major gap. So he failed. Then he says that the purpose of mind is never realized unless it is acted upon as soon as it is conceived. Macbeth says that the purpose of mind is never realized. What was the purpose in his mind? The purpose was to murder Macduff also. That was the purpose. But it cannot be acted upon as soon as it was conceived. When this idea of murdering Macduff came into his mind, he did not operate or he did not made it into action. Therefore, he remained late. So he failed. So therefore, now Macbeth resolves, he takes an oath, that in next future, henceforth, thereafter, every first thought of his mind should be the first action of his hand. Ki whatever the idea comes into his mind first, he will implement that idea, he will implement that action first through his hand. That is, he will immediately do that act or do whatever the idea or the thought comes into his mind first. So he resolves that henceforth every first thought of his mind should be the first action of his hand. Whatever comes into his mind should be put into action immediately. This is what he wants to say in these lines. That whatever the idea will come into his mind, he will take action immediately. And this determination caused him to murder the innocent members of Macduff's family. Because Macduff has run away, Macduff was not there. So the another idea came into his mind and he took the action immediately. And what was the second idea? That let kill the family members of Macduff. And therefore he orders, and he himself perhaps goes there and kills all of them. So, this is what in these lines Macbeth speaks. So far, the critical note of these lines or this scene, we can say that there is a major role of three witches in making of Macbeth's mind, because they have again warned him as well as suggested him, advised him that he should warn of Macduff, as well as they also secure him by predicting certain things. But we see that Macbeth is still fierce and disturbed, and so he commits murder after murder in order to ensure and secure his throne of Scotland. Now he determines that he will quickly execute the things as soon as they come into his mind. He will do that action immediately as soon as it comes into his mind. And the action that we saw was that he murdered the family members of Macduff. Innocent members of Macduff's family were murdered by Macbeth. So this is what for now. Dear students, I hope you will enjoy these lines, this explanation, this video, and I will also share you the PDF of this PPT that can be useful for your examination point of view, and you can go with these notes at that time. So thank you very much, dear students. We will meet you again very soon.